Autonomy has technology which allows a computer to actually take information that's still in a human-friendly form, like an email or a phone call or a video, and actually allow the computer to understand what that means. And that's a fundamental piece of technology. It's a big differentiator, and it can be used for all sorts of different applications. We're providing technology which is for use across the whole globe. And in fact, when you're doing fundamental technology, you have to think of it that way. The ability of our technology to allow a computer to understand meaning is the key vital component. And as such, actually, we find that most of the other software companies in the world now are having to license our technology to allow their products to understand meaning. One of the things that marks out UK ICT is that we tend to be successful when we're doing fundamentally different technology that has a fundamental basis, rather than is just built on marketing something which is of a similar type to what's out there already. If you look at what's happening around us, there's an explosion of information being transferred between people. So we're all carrying devices, we make phone calls, we send emails, these days we tweet and use social media. And the ability to understand what's going on in that and process it is becoming more and more important. The vast majority of people employed in the world are employed to take a piece of information, look at it and decide what to do next. So it's a phenomenal market opportunity. I think what autonomy has done is shown that the UK has the very best in technological forefront in ICT, and has also shown that that can be applied and produce impact around the world. I can go to any city in the world, stand in the middle of that city and know that autonomy software is running in almost every building around me. That's the change that we've managed to demonstrate. The ICT sector is very important to the UK economy because it's a sector of the future. It's one that's about the future value creation. Now, in the UK, we have great industries, for example, financial services, but what we have to do is be able to rebalance the economy so that we have a dependence on these areas which have very bright futures in front of them, and use our know-how in the UK to create value. The UK's great advantage is its highly skilled workforce. Because we have such a strong science base and we have such great universities and research institutions, it's possible here to have access to the most skilled workforce in the world, just as good as some of the places we might think about as Silicon Valley. So actually, the UK is the best place in the world to do ICT R&D. China's very relevant to us because it's a fascinating place. We've got a large market, but also you've got a very inventive people who are actually using technology in ways that are quite different in some cases to how it gets used in the rest of the world. And what we're seeing is the adoption of the technology is very rapid in China, in a sense because there's not a legacy layer which is being replaced. We're actually seeing China being one of the fastest adopters of technology. Well, the thing that I've found over the years working in China is the fundamental entrepreneurial nature of the Chinese people. They're very willing to think very differently about the future and to take on new challenges. And for technologists, that's a wonderful thing.